Well, I do have Sting. Hello! Rex Steinhaus here with 3 Max Services with the wonderful Craig Seltzer,
aka Santa's Helper.
Santa's Helper, and I have my Hanukkah bears because happy holidays!
Tis the season and all.
Tis the season. We have the Christmas tree and the Hanukkah bears, and we're all ready. So we're going to be talking about what to expect for 2019 and where we ended. Where did we end on 2018?
We're ending on a high note, Rebecca.
We're on a high note.
I have my crystal ball for next year.
Okay, what's your
Ready?
crystal ball? You get Michael Cookson.
Ready?
This is the crystal ball.
Well, the rates have stabilized somewhat. They went up this year. They came back down a little bit towards the end of the year. Long-term rates. Fun fact.
Fun fact?
When they speak about rates going up all over the news and they're talking about the Fed raising rates, those are short-term rates.
Oh.
So
Didn't the
yesterday,
Fed have a meeting?
the Fed had a meeting and unexpectedly raised rates again, and mortgage rates went down. So I had all
Okay,
these
so
people
that's
calling me. Yeah, it happens every time. When the short-term rates go up, the long-term rates
What are
tend
the
to go
difference
down.
between the short-term rates and long-term?
Short-term rates are the rates in which people borrow, or banks borrow money from the Fed. And so short-term rates, like a home equity line is tied to a short-term rate, like a prime rate, where mortgages are tied to mortgage-backed securities and 30-year notes.
Okay.
And so longer-term rates have been coming down a little. Most rates are under 5 right now. 30-year loans, 15-year rates are under 4.5. And
That's
so
good.
rates
Keep
are
it
real
under
good
5.
right now. It's still
Keep it
affordable.
under 5.
We talked about, I think on the last
Last
video,
episode, yeah.
we talked about, people are always asking me, should I wait, should I buy? And the facts are,
By now.
well, I mean,
Snooze, you lose.
it's always based on what, exactly what she said.
You snooze.
It's always, it's obviously, your personal situation
Really
is always
that's
the
the
most
word.
important. But if you're asking about the math,
Mm-hmm.
if you save money on the price of a house, but rates go up,
You're not really saving money.
you're paying more for that house later on in payment. Like higher rates lead to higher payments even if you're borrowing less money.
Right. You were saying how
Right.
if it's a $300,000 house, like that, to save money, that house would have had to go down to like 265.
Exactly
Did you
right.
say?
You were paying attention.
I was.
You should be wearing this.
I know. I
That's
went
something.
home and told my boyfriend everything. I was like, no, babe, we can't wait. We need to go to my house.
So it's there's a lot of misinformation and it's there's everyone has different outlooks on it. I still think it's a great time to buy. Our market is where people want to be, especially
Yeah.
as it gets colder and colder and as
Come
taxes
on
keep
down
going
the
up
Florida.
and they can write off less. Buying a home is always a great idea.
So where are we going with 2019?
I think we're going to see more of the
Crystal
same.
ball.
Like every single person is going to say something different. It's in our local market, the stuff that's priced to sell under 500,000 and 600,000 goes on the market and off the market. It's that market is
Yeah.
still really strong, and that's
Under 500?
under 5, under 6, and especially
What
with
have you been posting on Facebook about
mortgage limits.
limits?
So
going?
a conventional mortgage, the government increased the lending limit up to 484,000. It was 453.
No, 484.
And so where that applies is if you were doing a 20% down loan,
Mm-hmm.
you would have a non-jumbo loan if you were purchasing up to 565, 570. Now it's up to 600,000, 605. You can also do 3% down on a $500,000 house. So that market is going to get.
Now, a lot of people are commenting on these posts and saying, oh no, here we go again.
There's. It's different than it was before. 10 years ago, 12 years ago, when the market collapsed, you could breathe and get a mortgage. It's not like that anymore. You have to
have
be
better
able to show your
restrictions.
income on those lower down payment loans.
Mhm.
You have to qualify. You have to have job stability. You have to have income. You have to have decent credit.
Mhm.
You have to have some down payment. And so, while I understand the sentiment, it's just a totally different environment. You have to
Not
actually
good.
qualify for the loan. And back then, people were getting loans at artificially low rates that were going to adjust and go higher at
Yes.
some point, like on the Vice special.
Yeah. Oh my god, the Vice Versa I was watching last night.
So if
So good.
someone had like a 2-year arm
Yeah, it would go up.
at the end of their 4%, it would jump up to 8, and now
And they couldn't pay for it.
they couldn't
and
pay
that's
for it.
why they got
People are
foreclosed.
getting 30-year fixed loans now.
Yes.
So if the market drops a little bit, it's not going to force them into foreclosure because their payment hasn't changed.
Right.
And the people that would be in foreclosure potentially are going to be in like the people that would go into foreclosure are
Back
people
then?
who, well, the ones
Oh,
now
now.
are people who lost their job or people
Yeah.
Not because of the price of their home,
Right.
right?
Right.
And so,
Makes sense. Actually,
I would say now, I'm excited for next year.
I'm excited for next
you know,
year.
I think
We're
it's-
almost into the roaring 20s.
Well,
I'm really excited for 2020, but we're almost
still-
there.
I
Got a
still
year,
think,
so.
now is a good time to be meeting with your accountant if you're thinking about buying a home. Now is a good time to plan. Now
Could
is
you
a good. Go ahead.
could you make a Christmas miracle, make a closing happen from now until Christmas?
What's the date?
Is it 4 days?
How many working days we got? If we got 6 or
2.
7 working days, I can do it.
You can do it by the end of the year.
Yeah. I don't know. I think we took one in yesterday. It needs to close by the end of the year. Haven't seen one today.
If you want to buy a house, do it now. You can still make it till before the end of the year.
But now is a good time to plan. Like if you're self-employed especially, now is a good time to start getting your stuff organized for next year. We've got some programs where you can file your 2018 taxes, use your 18 tax returns only to qualify for a loan. So now's a good time to start planning and talk to your trusted advisors, your financial people, your accountants, your mortgage people, and
Money people.
get organized.
Go to your money tree, pick up your money.
Money tree.
Anything else for the people?
No,
Watch
just
the
wishing
Vice
everyone.
special. It was good.
Scary stuff. Yeah, that was a scary time. Look, we've been through
It
it.
was crazy.
Our market is so good here now. You think about our market, and we've bounced back from where we were and back down and back up. This is a desirable place to live, and we're
Florida's
fortunate
where
and
it's
blessed
at.
to be in this market, and I'm really excited for next year.
Yeah.
So happy holidays to everybody.
Happy
and
holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah.
We'll see you next year.
See you next year.